It's time to start the playoffs here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
We come to win. Have fun. Great.
Welcome to NASCAR Trackside Live!
Las Vegas Motor Speedway is not disappointing. I love it out here. Get on out here, Kyle Busch.
Checker flag right here, Vegas.
Joey Logano scores his first win.
Yeah, baby! Let's get it!
Driver of the number 22, Joey Logano!
3 in a row in Vegas. Cha-ching, baby. Nice job. Great job, everybody. Heck yeah.
What's up, Las Vegas? Welcome to NASCAR Trackside Live! Oh, it's a beautiful day for racing. We got a great show in store for you. We're so glad to bring this back to you. How about it being here in the Neon Garage? Oh, we got a killer show. My name's Jose Castillo.
My name's Amy Long. How you doing out there, Las Vegas Motor Speedway? Fantastic to see you here at the track. Hello to everyone on NASCAR.com. Remember, fans, you can always watch all of our shows back on NASCAR.com and get involved with our shows on social media using the handle NASCAR Trackside. That's Twitter and Instagram. We love to hook you up and give away free stuff on there, and give us a follow. We might follow you back too.
That's right, and we have a great show in store for you. But I gotta ask one time, Las Vegas, are you guys ready today? Oh, I think you're ready for sure. Well, you know what? It is going to be an awesome day of racing, a great show in store for you. Tons of fun stuff here on the stage for you. We can't wait to get to it. So, first of all, on the show, we're going to have Kyle Busch, Clint Bowyer, Riley Herbst, Noah Gragson, and Tyler Reddick. So make sure you follow along at NASCAR Trackside. It's Vegas, that's right. And we're ready to get into this thing.
Let's do it. Let's welcome
All
our
right,
first
let's
guest.
bring him out. Number 18, Kyle Busch. Welcome.
How you doing?
Thank you so much for joining us.
All right.
Man, you look good in that blue fire suit. I
I
like the
do.
blue. It looks good.
Appreciate it. All right.
Do you
So-
feel any cooler in the blue? Like, does it feel a little cooler?
Like radical and cool, or cooler as in temperature?
Both, either
Pick
one.
one.
Either
Yes.
one. Yes.
Yes. How many of you are the same that were here yesterday? Cool. All right. 2 days in a row, you got me.
We're the lucky ones. We
Yes,
are the
we
lucky
are.
ones.
Yes, we are.
I couldn't help but notice your swagger before qualifying whenever you were walking in front of your car. I need to know, like, I know everyone's snapping photos, you know this, but is that calculated? Because I was like, man, he looks so cool right now.
Well, thanks. No, it's not calculated. Just focusing on figure out what I got to do and putting my my head into the game and getting ready to rock and roll and get some qualifying laps made. Yeah, one.
One. One shot.
Yeah.
One
Bring
shot.
us in on 3 days and just put one lap out there on Saturday. All right.
Yeah. Well, it has been a pretty busy time here in Vegas. You being from Vegas, have you had a chance to stop by and see any family?
Actually, we're a really, really, really small family these days. It's Mom, Dad, Kurt, and Kyle. That's it. So everybody else has passed, and you know, we're all out in North Carolina. The Mom and Dad did come out here. There was some friends and stuff like that, and I've been able to visit with some friends as well too while being out here. We had dinner with some last night, so you know, it's nice to just kind of come out here and check out some of your favorite spots, restaurants and whatnot, and you know, get on with the race weekend.
Well, I know also you were involved with a really cool event on Thursday night. We were there as well. It was the Brendan Gaughan Celebrity Bowling Tournament. That was a really cool event, wasn't it? For Speedway Children's Charities.
It was fun. It benefited Speedway's Children's Charities, which is awesome, and to have the fans out there that bid for opportunities to go bowling for a great cause. And then, of course, some of us drivers who were asked were able to come on out there and help support the cause and, you know, have some fun. Just let loose for a little bit. You know, we brought Gragson out there, and Samantha was there, so it was fun to be able to get out there and roll some strikes.
How'd you do?
I did okay. They did the whole countdown thing for the first, the bowl off there at the start, and I hit a strike, and I was like, that's never going to happen again. But no, what I scored? I scored like 158 or something like that.
Great.
So it wasn't great. The best when I was in high school, I was on the bowling league, I guess, and I was in the 200s to 240s back in that day. But it's been a long time since I've seen a 200 game.
Oh, that's amazing.
I did notice in that video of the driver bowl off,
Yeah.
Kurt got a gutter ball right next to you, and you got the strike. And he
I think he got like a couple. I don't know if he got a gutter ball, but yeah, I
one of the times.
I sure did. I got a strike.
That was so much fun, though. I had a great time.
It was a great event. I'm sure that we're going to be seeing that again. Well, going back to the Kurt Kyle days, for those of you, if you've not had a chance, in the media center, there's a great photo from back in the day with you and Kurt. And I don't know what age you are. I think there we go. We have a photo of it right here. It's the two of you in front of your car. Talk us through this photo, because this is such a cool moment to see the two of you in your rides there.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the amount of brotherly love there is there, first and foremost. But no, what I was looking at was, I'm looking at the car that I get to drive, which is my dad's hand-me-down. And that thing was used and abused. It was rough. And so, Kurt gets to drive his brand new, beautiful number 4 car that we built just a year prior to that. And then I was running my dad's hand-me-down car, which was fine. But overall, we had a great time. It was fun. I don't even know why we went out there and did that little photo shoot thing. It was weird. Like, there's a car obviously rolling out to the racetrack on the back of us there. So that's the half mile. You would roll around on the half mile over into turn 4, and then you'd stop, because we ran on a third mile, which was just on the inside of the half mile. So that's what they had for the dwarf cars back then. We never ran the big half mile in those cars. So that's why we had an opportunity out there on the backside to take that photo. But again, I don't know why the hell we were out there.
I think it's great. It looks like the cover of Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I love that movie.
Does this mean we're friends?
Yeah. Yep.
We just became best friends. Now, you were actually crew chief for Kurt at one point. Is that right?
Well, that's kind of what I meant by when we built that car. We built that car 2 years prior. We went down to the dwarf car. The place where they built those cars was in Phoenix, Arizona. We drove down there. We picked up a brand new one, just a shell, and then we brought it home. And we built all of our own pieces, all the kickouts on the side, and then the lower A-frames, upper A-frames, rear end housings, everything. We built all ourselves in-house at our garage, and spindles, all that stuff. So it was pretty unique. It was fun. And, Kurt's we really focused on it and did a really, really clean, nice job with it. And his first race out, I remember this, his first race out, you have to start, when you're a rookie and you don't have any experience, you have to start in the back. And so he started, I don't know, like third from last or something like that, and was passing his way up towards the middle of the pack, and then it was like lap 8 or something like that. Somebody spun out off of turn 2 and then backed up back across the racetrack, and then got hit and started tumbling, and then he ended up like underneath the guy while he was tumbling and pretty much destroyed the front half of the car. And it was like, oh, all right. So then you go home and you put it all back together, and that's why if you go back to the photo, you can see the hood doesn't fit. It's rounded at the back side of the hood because we didn't buy a new hood. We fixed the hood as much as we could fix it with a hammer and a dowel, and then we had to buy a new grill and some other stuff, new oil cooler and whatnot to put on the front of that thing.
So you run out there, collect all the pieces you might need to put it back together?
I didn't run out nowhere. Hell no. I wasn't even allowed in the pit area. So like back in that day, kids now, you can go anywhere you want. Back in that day, though, you had to be 16 to be in the pit area. So I was always in the grandstands with my grandma, and I was actually the video recorder. I would video every single race. So that was my job.
I love hearing the history of family racing like this.
I know.
It's really cool.
It is.
That's a great photo.
Yeah, that is.
Fun,
So if you get a chance in the media center, that photo's in there. That's really fun. You ought to just, when you're walking through there, just sign it one day. I think they'd like that.
They'd probably, they wouldn't like that.
Sir, you're defacing property.
Yeah.
That's all.
I'd get in trouble for it somehow.
Nah.
I get in trouble for anything I do. What else?
What else? I was listening to the crowd
Oh.
for a second. I got lost in our fans a little bit. You guys just look so lovely out there. I did notice you got a new member to your family,
Yeah,
a little puppy dog.
we sure did.
Yeah. How's that going?
That was not my idea. Nope. I put the hinder on that for 2 years, and I finally ran out of steam. So, so Piper is her name. She's a double doodle, her mom was a golden doodle, her dad was a labradoodle, and they met. and now we have a Piper. Well, they fell deeply in love first.
Yes.
And now we have a Piper, and she's supposed to be a mini, which the minis are anywhere between like 20 and 30 pounds. So I'm thinking she's going to be probably 32 pounds. Goes with the car number, right? Yeah. So I don't know about that. She's going to need her own seat. I'm going to have to charge her. Maybe I can get her a PSA with pedigree and get a write-off or something.
That is actually a great idea.
Yeah. I'll have to talk to the guys at M&M's and Mars about that one. I'm just kidding.
We could make that one up. We also saw some really cool stuff in Vegas this week with you all getting to hang out with some Olympic athletes. And I think there was photo shoots and videos, et cetera. Did you guys talk about athlete, whether it's in a stock car or swimming, diving, et cetera? That was probably a cool moment.
Yeah, I've had a chance to meet a few of the Olympic athletes that we have with Toyota, and really they're all phenomenal. I mean, some of them, you can tell they're walking towards you and you're like, oh, this guy, he's built, right? And so, oh man, what do you do? And he's like, gymnastics or shot put or running or whatever it might be, these guys, and they're all really good. And you talk to them, get to know their story a little bit, and it's all the same kinds of stories as like us as race car drivers or Little League players that become baseball players. Like they do this from such a young age that then they kind of find their niche early on, and that's why they're so good at what they do, is because they just keep at it and keep doing it. And so it's unique to talk to those people and understand that with them and figure all that out.
Now, would we ever see stock car racing as an Olympic sport? What do you think? What do you guys think? Olympic sport? No?
No. The closest you'd get to that was like IROC back in the day, because you'd have to have equal equipment, right?
Right.
Which it's never equal. So
No.
that wouldn't always make do for I don't know, even results, however you want to term that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we are, off week next year during the Olympics. So do you think that you might stop in?
It's in Tokyo, right?
Cheer on some of.
I don't
the
know.
guys
I
you
was
met
actually
this week?
talking to some of the Toyota folks about that, because next year's off week is 2 in a row. So it's a long stretch of availability to be able to go and really do something, and have to see what happens.
Which sport would you pick to go see?
I mean, I'd try to run around and see as much as you possibly could, I think when you come down to the big events and whatnot, you try to plan the schedule out. I'm sure there are some that kind of coincide and go with others at the same time at different venues. But overall, you try to figure out which ones you can go check out and see. You think back to some of the big name athletes over the years, just Michael Phelps comes to mind. It's like, I want to go see him. I want to see it in live, in person. And, it'd be interesting to see who those guys and girls are going to be coming up for the Olympics next year.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, one final question, and this is something that we actually both got to participate in, or all three of us, was the M&M's Glamp Ground. And I had that at a couple of the SMI tracks, and I'm hoping we're going to bring that back next year. But I just wanted to get your opinion on it, because we got a chance it was such a cool thing. Like, you had the little tents, and you were glamping beside the track.
Yeah.
And
I
really
sat
fun.
in your car.
Yeah.
And I couldn't see anything,
Yeah.
so I don't know how you guys do it.
Well, you just got to get a better insert.
Yeah, I did. I was falling way back.
Yeah. So the glamping thing was really awesome. M&M's put that on this year, as you said, at Kentucky and Bristol, and was really awesome because it gave fans the opportunity to be able to come out, and they had their own lodging, they had showers, they had bathrooms, they had catered meals for the whole time. So those things sold out in like less than 18 hours or something like that for both tracks. And it was really, really cool because they were $500 a person, right? And you got all those amenities for the whole weekend. And when I look,
tickets to the race and everything.
Yeah, and tickets to all this sort of stuff. And I look back on that, and you start doing the math, and you're like, damn, somebody lost some money on that one. But
just stole 'em.
it was perfect for race fans. I hope next year they're able to do that again and make it bigger, get a bigger spread out there, and have an opportunity to do that for fans. Because I feel for all you guys when you go to a racetrack and they ask you $1,000 for camping and then tickets to the race and souvenirs and being able to buy groceries to be able to come out for the weekend. I mean, I get it. I did the math for Bristol one time and it was like $4,000 for a family, and I was just like, it's crazy.
Well, hopefully we can bring that back. I know
Yeah,
that was
so
a
we
pretty
appreciate
cool
that. I
opportunity.
appreciate M&M's doing that. So hopefully we can do some more of that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, they come out to watch you guys put on a good show, which
Absolutely.
we're looking forward to tomorrow. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah,
NASCAR
of course.
Trackside
Right on,
Live.
guys. Hey, appreciate y'all being out here. Thank you for coming, and enjoy the race tomorrow and today.
Thank you.
One more time, give it up for Kyle Busch.
Always fantastic.
It is. I love talking to him. And I did feel cooler. Like the blue has got to help out, right? I think so, maybe. Well, let's talk a little bit about qualifying, as you just saw. And he's going to be joining us here in just a minute. That's right, taking the pole here at Las Vegas. How about Clint Bowyer in that number 14? And then right behind him, Daniel Suarez. Man, looking good here at Vegas. I know we had a ton of fans pulling for him. Then in third, how about Kevin Harvick? He's in the playoffs, looking good here at Vegas. Then in the number 10, Eric Almirola, also in the playoffs. All top 4 SHR drivers there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the number 1 of Kurt Busch in 5th. Daniel Hemrick, the number 8, going to be rolling off 6th. And his buddy Austin Dillon next to him in the number 3. Finally, Chase Elliott in the playoffs in 8. And then Jimmy Johnson, man, in the top 10. Good to see him there. And finally, Michael McDowell rolling off 10th here at Vegas. So good to see him as well. How about a big round of applause for all of those drivers? They're going to put on a great show for us tomorrow in the South Point 400. It's going to be fun to watch.
It's going to be a great time. Well, fans, let's help me to welcome up our next guest. You saw his name at the top of the board. It's the pole sitter, Mr. Clint Bowyer.
What's that? Oh, nice. I like that.
She got it. She won.
She won it.
How are you guys?
I'm loving those shoes.
Hey,
You do?
hugs for him, of
That
course.
was for me.
Come on.
You get a 5.
I'll take a 5.
How is everybody? Hell has froze over.
So I was telling the crowd earlier,
I don't know what the hell happened.
three pole wins.
It's only been 12 years since my last poll, ladies and gentlemen. You guys witnessed history. Hey, listen to this. I didn't even, it was so long ago I forgot. And honestly, it was today, September 14th, 2007, 12 years ago was my last poll, like the day. That's crazy, isn't it?
That's insane.
Beats the hell out of me.
You need to circle this day on the calendar.
So I had Jack Daniels as a sponsor back then. So naturally, I don't remember much about that day, but the record book says that I sat on the pole and won the race.
Yes.
Oh.
So does that bode well for tomorrow?
Well, duh.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to be so easy, right? I mean, just because you did it 12 years ago, it's exactly what's going to happen tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a tall order. It's going to, see, he believes.
Yes. Yes.
He believes. And I believe.
I'm believing with you. Absolutely.
I like my man back here. You see him right there? Look at that handsome devil back here. You see him? Don't
he's
turn
turning
around.
around.
Hey, you, boy, with my shirt on. Hell yeah. Appreciate the support, man.
I love it when you point him out.
As soon as
and
I
they turn
said
around.
handsome
Yeah.
devil, he's like, where is that SOB?
Who's the handsome person?
Can't be talking about me.
So all the
I
Stewart
see you
Halls-
too, right there, holding your phone up. 14 hat, love you. Yes. He's got love you. And the dude behind you. Those green 14 hats are cool. I dig them. What is that? Where'd you get that thing at? I might have to go buy one.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Sad deal when you got to buy your own stuff, but it's kind of the world we're living in these days, right?
It's just going back.
Show me. Does anybody know where you can do that? Where do I go buy one of those hats at?
Was that at his hauler? at your hauler.
At your hauler.
Well, there you go. So So it's hot, but it's a dry heat you guys sell out here. And to be honest with you, it is. I've always heard that, it's a dry heat. Let me tell you, it's been humid back home. I've been out on a farm. You know how many projects I've got started and by like 10:30 said, screw it. I've got like 15 projects started and haven't even been close to being finished to completion because it's too hot.
It is.
So feels pretty good out here. It really does.
So what are the projects? What are you working on at your
Anything
house?
from a fence project. Yeah, it's pretty, doesn't really work very well holding cattle in when you start a fence project and don't finish it. You just move them to a whole different part of the property. I'll get to it later when it cools off. So it's projects such as that.
So are you actually out there like digging the post holes yourself, running the wire? I mean, fans want to know.
Stretching that wire
Heck.
tight. You ever heard of Chris Ledoux? That's a song.
Yes.
There you go.
I think they may have heard.
Chiefs. How about them Chiefs, huh? God, it feels good to be a Chiefs fan right now. I live in North Carolina. Did you see that guy?
Oh my gosh.
Let's talk
What
about
was
that.
How
he
can you look
wearing?
like that and then say the comment, I need to look at myself in the mirror?
What
Apparently, he
happened?
doesn't own one.
What happened to the Superman? Like, I thought he
Went
was
from
someone
Superman
else.
to the same hair bonnet thing my grandma wears. Like,
Yeah.
when the wind's blowing hard,
Crazy.
my perm's going to get out of control here. Like,
Well, we have, just to prove that you are a fan, we have a photo right there.
yeah,
You guys-
he's
and
Cashman
Cash.
right there. That's right, baby. Is this on television?
Yeah, it's on NASCAR.com and
Great,
YouTube
yeah.
right now. Yeah.
Better shape up then. Sorry.
No. Don't
You're
shape up.
good. Never change, Clint Bowyer.
It's on everybody else's Instagram already, so it's it's amazing how many different ways you can get fired today's day and age.
And
All
fired,
just
though.
running your mouth.
Yeah.
Who?
All right, wait. Fan question out there.
What'd he say? Well, tell your buddy from Germany. So wait a minute.
Just wait. We're in the middle of an interview here.
Sure, that long
Germany.
distance, probably like $12 a minute here. So just let's let him sit for 30 minutes until we're done. Tell him, have fun. We're at in Germany. Sounds
Bruchhausen.
fun to me.
Yes.
Oh, well, tell him we miss him.
We miss you. Go
Yeah.
have a beer for us, please.
Hey, forget me. She just said she misses you, Jack. So I would be boarding an airplane right now if I was you.
Be here next year. Oh, goodness.
All right, we have
Like
got a
these
fan
guys
question out
here.
here.
We've got a fan question. Hi there. Hi, Denise. How are you?
Oh,
Great. What's your question for
because it's going to be so hot tomorrow, what are you going to do to stay cool?
Sweat. Just like you will. Yeah. The problem with hydration is Vegas. Like, they don't really help you hydrate very well. Yeah. Like, they don't sell. Actually, they do. Went to a restaurant last night with a sponsor, and it's like, we're getting close to having to order, like, brands of water. Would you like still? Would you like sparkling? Would you like, I want the water kind. Like, I'm from Kansas, lady. We drank out of a hose, a garden hose. You got one of those available? Yeah.
Absolutely.
What kind of water? The hydration kind.
Thank you so much, Denise. So, Denise,
Yeah, but it's going to be way hot. You'll see it, these Xfinity cars today. It's the same for everybody. You know what I mean? They pay us. They pay us to do this. You know, you sweat at work sometimes. It's sweat at the farm. It's part of it. It's fun to get in a race car and go 200 mile an hour, you know, and if it's hot in it, so be it.
So be it. Thanks so much, Denise. Denise, how did you become a Clint Bowyer fan?
Husband.
Your husband over
Ah!
here?
We're at, yes.
Thanks for holding the poll up for
Thanks,
us, sir.
homie. Appreciate
we
you.
appreciate that.
We're actually here from
We'll win them over one at a time. We'll get you.
They're here from Texas.
I can't. Her microphone doesn't work. I can't.
Yeah,
I can
it
see
went
your
down
lips
again.
moving, but I can't hear you, sweetie. Oh,
We just come.
good. I'm glad you're here. Everything's better in Texas. I have a lot of fun in Texas. Rush Truck Centers. Rusty barely missed qualifying, and my phone is vibrating in my pocket right now. I know damn well it's Rusty Rush, the owner of that company on your hat, probably in a panic, mad dash trying to figure out how to get on this stage. It wouldn't surprise me if he walked up and gave me a hug right now.
We'd be fine with that.
Yeah,
We could bring him
invite
up.
him on up.
Yeah, come on up.
You'd have to know Rusty. It would be, right.
So Clint Bowyer and Las Vegas go together like peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I just think the two of you, what do you think? Las Vegas and Clint Bowyer, right?
He does not
So
agree.
I want to hear your favorite Clint Bowyer in Las Vegas story.
So I remember coming here, young punk, go all week. I can't go one night here. Like, I wake up the next morning, night one, and like, let's get the hell out of here. Quick. We have to run to the plane. Get out of here. Like, call them. Get me out of here. It's dangerous. It's literally dangerous. It's not safe to be at this place.
But they've got some of the best
Safest
fans.
place in Las Vegas is on that racetrack going 200 mile an hour. It's the safest place I can be all week. I told him the other day, Blaney and Bubba and them kids were wanting to go to dinner, and you know what that's going to turn into. And we were all out here early for media Wednesday night. I'm like, then they asked Thursday night, what are you doing? I'm like, literally, I'm going over to that cop right there, and I'm going to borrow or buy his handcuffs, and I'm going to handcuff myself to the bed so I will not leave the room. That's what a guy needs. You need a lock on the door that they can lock from the outside. You can't leave.
Housekeeping would have a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
Funny.
So how did you do qualifying today? You walked up and
We
you
were
sat
on the
down.
pole.
I know. And you
pretty
asked
good.
the question to yourself. You said, how did we do that? And I want to know.
This
How did
career
do
you
it?
got going for yourself is really dynamite.
I'm trying.
I
I'm doing
mean-
everything I can. It's like herding cats up here.
So, how did you do today? Like the
How
guy,
did you do?
The one sitting in this chair is here because he did good today.
Yes.
You did
You
good.
did great.
I have
What
no
did
idea.
you
Why
do
was Kyle Busch
differently?
up here?
Oh.
What?
We interviewed him. He asked some questions. We had a
So
good
you
time
can
talking
you
with
can
him.
shoot. Yeah. You can fire the shots right now, but make no mistake. You know damn well you look in the mirror. There'll be an 18 ball will be coming tomorrow. You're like, damn, I wish I wouldn't have said that.
Dang it. I don't know. Right now, I feel like you got a bullet.
Live in the moment, though, right?
Yeah. That's exactly how it
Right now,
was.
it's my moment. He can wait.
So, playoffs.
Playoffs.
How you feeling?
Well, we're in them,
I know. It's great.
and we are starting right. We are starting up front, the first race. Really, honestly, it's a good question. The way in which we've made the playoffs this year, having to battle it out, we dug ourselves a hole in the summer. No question about it. Cars weren't the best. Driver wasn't the best. Got ourselves in some bad situations. Driver wrecked. Tore us a lot of stuff. The month of June, we lost like 200 points. Went from 7th or 8th in points to out. So constantly was digging our way back out of it, finding our way, finding our path, right? Finding that fundamental, base that you need to go to battle every week. Whether it's a short track like Bristol or a mile-and-a-half track like this track, you still got to have that package for a race car and your setup and everything. It's a start, right? You got to start somewhere, and we were lost, man. We had lost our path. We were chasing our tails, and it's not like you just wake up the next day and say, all right, we're not going to do that anymore. You got to find the damn thing, right? You got to find your tail and find our path, find our base, and get on that path, and certainly started that. And then if you look at the last month and a half, the way we've made these playoffs, we've been battling. We've been, the pressure has already been up. It was a do or die situation with your every move, with every stage, whether it was every caution that came out. Do we take 2 tires here? Do we take 4 tires? Do we give up track position? Do we take advantage of it? What do we do? We got to make the right decision here. So those extreme situations and being able to perform at our best within those extreme situations, to be honest with you, has prepared, not only myself, but my race team, tremendously well for these extreme situations that we're going to have, in case in point, sitting on the pole right here to start it out.
Well, the hard work shows, and I know we're proud of you. One final question for you. Here in Las Vegas, it is a tradition that we burn out on the strip. And
Yeah, it was
I want to
awesome.
know, from your perspective, what did that look like? Because it looked fun.
So
from us.
obviously our boys spent all the time building our fast race cars that qualified 1, 2, 3, 4 today, and not on those burnout cars. Because Kevin's didn't start. He didn't get to do his. Eric is next. His wouldn't start. I'm like, uh-oh. I reach over. Mine wouldn't start. Like, I reached back. I told Newman, I'm like, hey, push me off. I don't know why they didn't do it. He just pushed me off, and I got it going and was able to do my burnout. But honestly, like, there's no way it was a legitimate Ford Mustang because it almost quit spinning the tires. It was like, like I had to double clutch it to get it to spin the tires again. So less than stellar at the burnout competition, but nonetheless, it's pretty darn cool to be able to roll onto the boulevard and put your autograph down on it. I think that might be the last time we ever get to do that on the boulevard. So certainly it was an honor to be able to do that with all my peers in the playoffs. And you know, that's prideful times. It's meaningful times. If you're out there on that boulevard doing that burnout, it means you're part of something special and part of this sport that all you fans make what it is. And and make this weekend what it is. You know, this is a big weekend for all of us. It's a big weekend for our sport, and certainly it's all because you guys are here making it what it is. So thank you.
Yeah. Well, you are something special,
Yes.
and we're glad you're a part of this. So fans, one more
Hey,
time.
from now on, I'm gonna write your questions for you. All right.
You know what? Here you go.
How'd you do today?
Thanks for how you do today. Well, we're
Give it
looking-
up for Clint Bowyer. Come on, come
Looking
on.
forward to seeing how you do tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.
Come on, one more up top.
Great, thank you so much.
One more time. Come on, make some noise
Make
for
some noise
Clint
for
Bowyer.
Clint Bowyer. Wonderful, wonderful. Fans, what do you say we keep NASCAR Trackside Live rolling? Yeah! But help me welcome out our next guest, driver of the number 18 Xfinity, Riley Herbst. Yeah! And we've also got Noah Gragson here. Get on up here.
Boom.
What's
How you doing?
up?
Great
How
to
you
see
doing?
you.
How you doing?
Welcome.
How you
Good
doing?
to see you.
Oh, yeah.
How you doing? Great to see you.
Good to see you. Join us, man. Have a seat here.
I forgot, I had poker chips for you guys.
Oh, we got some. Don't worry.
You got some, okay.
You guys want poker chips?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Here we go. Let's make some people rich.
Oh,
They're for the Hotel Day NASCAR Trackside Live. There we go.
Yeah, the value of those may or may not be.
They are
you know,
invaluable.
They are
Yes.
invaluable.
How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
I'm great. Doing really, really well. How'd you feel during qualifying and everything?
It was all right. A little rough, but happy to be back in Las Vegas, hometown. It's beautiful weather out here, man.
Look at this Noah over
he's
here.
one up in
He's
the.
one-upping you.
He's
You
saying
know
this
what?
is how it's done.
Do you know why I think this is? He's actually going really hard for most popular driver. I saw all those retweets.
He's got my shirt on.
Nice.
This guy's got my shirt on and my hat. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's a good-looking shirt. I like that shirt.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's great. It's better than Riley's shirt.
Oh my goodness.
Rough. We're already going there. That's low, man. That's low.
You know what? We heard that this might be a little dangerous to have the two of you this close, so we thought about putting one of those arm wrestling tables between you.
That would have been a good show. I mean, I don't know. I think we make each other. We're like peanut butter and jelly. Like,
Yeah.
It's like one of them is jelly, one of them is peanut butter, but together it gets exciting.
I'd say the same thing. Yeah.
Do you have a handshake or anything?
No.
No handshake.
We don't like to touch each other. That's like we hang out a lot, and if we start doing like handshakes and start touching each other, people are gonna get the wrong vibe. You know, like we're not into that. You know,
No
like
handshakes.
we stay with yeah.
Yeah, we're not like partners, but we're just friends.
Got it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I gotcha. It's nice to have a friend out at the track like this, though, right?
Yeah, it's good. I'm gonna be looking at Riley's back bumper today. He's starting in front of me. I had only for a minute till
Easy, Garfield. Easy.
Riley, I'm going to tell you one thing right now. You better be holding on to those door numbers, because when I come by you, I'm going to be blowing them off, buddy.
Oh. Ooh. Sorry, I couldn't hear that far down the leaderboard, but.
Yeah, Noah, so we saw firsthand what happened. But could you walk us through your qualifying lap and what happened?
Yeah, so we were really good through turns 1 and 2. We were tracking on the pole, so we were faster than Cole Custer was through turns 1 and 2. And then, is there you guys? There's a screen right here. I don't know. There's a screen right here that I'm looking at. But so hopefully this video is a loop so I can run you through what happened. But I almost hit the wall right there. So we were tracking really good, getting into turn number 3, and then I got to the bottom and I was kind of on the loose side, and I started slipping up and kind of run up the racetrack a little bit, trying to save it and whatnot, and then got into the wall just a little bit right there. But ultimately, it was not a save. I didn't straighten it out, but I didn't hit the wall, so that was a save in my book.
Yeah.
And so we're starting last, obviously, because I didn't get to finish a lap. I went down pit road and crossed the start-finish line on pit road, but they still didn't count it, so I still got to talk to them about that. But I don't know. We'll be all right. I'm going to go to the top side, start running the fence at the beginning, and blow Riley's doors off.
Yeah, I was super impressed that you didn't just smash the wall. I don't know how you stopped it, but good job doing that. And
yeah.
It will be fun watching you fight from the back this time. For sure.
So let's talk about the fact there wasn't just you. There were multiple people that were trying this and trying to get hot in 4 and just coming out and
it's
it around.
I mean, it's really, really hot out today, obviously, so you guys stay cool and hydrated and in the shade as much as you can, but it's going to be a hot one for us drivers. And the racetracks, it's really, really greasy out there right now, so it's lacking grip, and so you're kind of just skating around. You're on a 4-wheel slide the whole time, so really lacking grip with the temperatures being this hot, and it's a tough track in general as it is. So overall, it's going to be a fun race. We can go to the bottom, we can go to the middle, we can go to the top. So Las Vegas Motor Speedway is a great race for the fans to watch, and we appreciate you guys coming out because we're allowed to put on a good show for you guys. So thank you guys for all coming.
And both of you being from here, how's it been being back in Las Vegas Motor Speedway?
I think it's pretty cool. Last night we both went home to our own respective homes and slept in our beds, which was cool. We like to think that the food out here is a lot better than the East Coast, which it is. So we're pretty happy getting to eat all the good restaurants and good Mexican food out here. We don't really have Mexican food out in North Carolina, so that's been a plus for sure.
What's your favorite? Where do I need to go?
Oh, yeah, we're going to name names right here, right now.
Mexican?
Go-to spots for Vegas food.
Roberto's is really good. Yeah, you guys know what's up, Roberto's. Things of that nature. We don't get back east, so try to soak it all in while we can out here.
Is there anything that you have to get to when you're here?
Yeah, so Riley doesn't like this place because he is like, I don't know, it's like legit authentic. Like Roberto's is good, but it's not great. This place that I'm going to tell you about is great. And so it's a place called Tacos El Gordo, and so that place is really good.
But it's not. I mean, it's not Roberto's.
Riley doesn't know. So Mikhail's is good. I love the Mikhail's hot sauce. That's good.
The hot sauce and chips are
but
good.
Tacos El Gordo, like they slice the El Pastor, the pork, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. It just tastes really damn good, you know. So get some tacos, and then I like to go to La Thai. It's on Fremont Street. It's Thai food. I like fried rice a lot. I love fried rice, and then those are my 2 places that I love to go to out here.
So, Riley, what do you get when you go for Mexican? What's your favorite dish? What do you like to eat?
I definitely go double rice. Not many people like that because I'm not a big beans guy. No frijoles para me. Not a big beans guy, but I'll go enchiladas, tacos. I'll go anything, honestly, just no beans.
Just no beans. No beans. All right. What did the rivalry start between the two of you? Because it sounds like this is not something new. This rivalry probably has been going for a little while.
They both smirked at the same time.
I don't know. We went to elementary school together. We went to
We've known each other for a long, long time.
So, 4th grade probably was when we first met each other at the park, just riding bikes around the park, and we became friends. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'd say back then, and then we've always raced against each other, and we pushed each other to be better and be better race car drivers, and it's cool that we've both been able to move out to North Carolina and still remain friends. We hang out pretty much every single day back there, and so it's just fun to be able to compare to a guy who I grew up racing against, and we push each other, like I said, to be better and help each other out during the week. And then when we get on the racetrack, we like to race door to door and race hard, but at the end of the day, we're still going to be friends. So We don't really think about our friendship in the car because we know it'll be all right after a couple days if something happens, but we race hard against each other.
Yeah, everybody's like, oh, it's pretty cool having your best friend at the track, but I mean, before this, we haven't said anything to each other all weekend, probably. Yeah, honestly, the first time I seen him all weekend was backstage. We said what's up, but when we come to the racetrack, we try to do our own jobs, and that's win for our each own team. But once we get back to North Carolina tonight or tomorrow, we'll pretend like the race didn't even happen and be best friends, so that's pretty cool.
Well, I can't think of a better way to bring best friends and rivalries together than with a little game.
Yes.
And this game, actually, Noah had a hand in putting this together. This is NASCAR Adventure Force Crash Racers.
So this is a fun game, and you guys can actually go to Walmart and get this game yourself.
Get some red. I got red.
Look at that. Wow, calling it right away.
This is like you got to let him have his way right now because this is the only time he'll be first today. So.
That was low.
So these are really cool. So you wind them up, you put them on these chargers, and then the rear tires wind up. It's got like a battery deal inside of them, but it's like a figure eight, and you can race them, crash them, repair them, and then race them again. So it's a lot of fun. They sponsored me a couple weeks ago at Darlington, and I don't know how old you're supposed to be to play with them, but I'm
Doesn't
21
matter.
and I still play with them. So it's a lot of fun. So go to Walmart and make sure you get some.
Well, we've got some fans here that are going to play with us as well. Noah and Steven. Noah's
ready?
been so patient.
Wind it
Get
up.
on up here.
What? Put it on there and wind it up for like a long time.
There you go. Welcome out to NASCAR Trackside Live. All right, Noah, we've got Noah, and this is Steven, and they're going to show you how it's done. All right, be careful. There's flying parts.
All right.
Who's
Look
going to
at
crash
this.
first?
I'm running your ass. Oh.
You're running me down.
We lost
Oh,
you.
no.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, they get away from me. You got to. They don't. When you put them on the charger, they don't stop when they go off the track. Like so.
So they just
like,
fly.
They just go
fly.
forever. You know.
All right, well, let's talk through the game. Here's what we're going to do. We have, of course, the two head-to-head right here. Now, you guys are going to have to guess. So is the car going to stay on the track and not crash for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, or 15 or more seconds? All right?
Do we
And
get
we're gonna
something
play a
if
couple
it's
rounds. So what we have is we have a prize. Hopefully, Noah and his dad, Stephen, over there, can guess correctly. We're going to run a few rounds of this, and it's you guys going head-to-head. You guys can pick two. So we'll go ahead and charge them up. What do you guys think? Is it going to be 5 seconds, 10 seconds, or 15 seconds before they crash? All right? So, Riley, what do you think? Is it going to be 5 seconds, 10 seconds, or 15 or more?
What do you guys want? What do you guys want? What do you guys want? 10 seconds.
I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be 5 seconds.
Souped up.
I played a lot of crash racers in my day the last 2 weeks, so.
All right, so we
So
got a
Noah's
10
got
and
5. Okay. How many do you think? 5?
10. He said 10.
He wants 10.
All right, so we got the Noahs at 5, and then we got Riley at 10. All right,
Right.
are we ready?
Are you charging over here?
You charging up and ready to go?
Am I going right
Yeah,
now?
you
or
gotta
is-
race it, bud.
Oh, I'm racing them.
Yeah, you're going together.
You get to go next round.
It's all good. It's all good.
All right, are we ready? We charged up? All right, here we
Put
go.
her on, homie.
All right, here we go.
In 3,
Yeah, on the track.
2, 1.
go.
Ah!
Oh, they're together.
Oh.
Look, they're drafting. Oh, we got a crash. We had a
I
crash.
told you. 5
that
seconds.
was less than 5 seconds.
I just
Let's
wanted
see
to
if we
say
get
Kind
another
of
one.
like me.
I just like, oh my God.
Oh!
We just went there.
Oh!
It's pretty good.
Nice. Good job.
All right, so we have a point for Noah and Noah over there.
That's
now,
right.
What do
it's
you
going
think?
to be Riley against Noah.
Should we
So-
charge up and do it again? Yep.
Yeah. So
How
Riley,
you doing
you're
today,
gonna go
Noah?
ahead.
Yeah.
Noah's got a sweet haircut. I like it.
Me too.
That's look good. All right. So what do you guys think? Riley, 5, 10, or 15 or plus?
For me?
Yeah.
5 seconds.
5 seconds.
What about you? 10.
Oh, he's going 10.
All right, I like it. Are we going to
Okay.
count them down?
Wind her up.
And 3, 2, 1.
Car's on track. Oh, a car off! A car off!
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Toss that puppy up here.
Oh, good
Good
catch.
grab. Good grab. Good grab.
Ah.
They didn't crash yet, so.
Oh!
We lost one.
Back on.
They have to crash. They have to crash. That corner is looking a little flimsy over there.
Again.
Oh, that was.
Oh!
Nice job. I'm gonna say that's closer than 10 seconds.
Where'd they go?
Got him.
So with the show of hands, who's going to Walmart to get one of these tonight? That's what I like to see. All you guys better raise your hand right now. This is a fun game.
Noah, did you have fun? Yeah. So Noah, do you think you might want to take one of these home with you today? Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, you can have a good
Come on,
time
give
with
me a
it.
yeah, not a sure.
What do you think, guys?
Oh, 360.
Put back up.
Oh, big red.
All right, guys. Riley, Noah, if you would, how about we autograph this and give this to Noah over here
Let's
for
do
doing
it.
such a great job. And remember, fans, you can get NASCAR's Adventure Force Crash Racers at Walmart and on Walmart.com. Nice autographs from both of them. And how about Noah up here coming and racing against these guys?
Thank you so much, Noah and Steven. Give it up for him. Woo! All right, you two, we are in for a great race this afternoon. Super excited for it. Who out there is looking forward to it? Yeah?
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Well, good luck here at your home track in Vegas. Everyone give it up for him one more time.
Vegas.
Thanks so much for stopping by NASCAR Trackside Live. Yeah, of course.
Thank you, man.
Thank you guys all for coming out.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Noah and Riley are going to be racing the Rhino Pro 300 here in just a little bit. It's going to be fun to watch them, and I have a feeling that we may see a little bit of this out there on the racetrack.
I hope somebody's hood doesn't explode off of their car. That might be,
I know.
actually,
That was pretty
could be
crazy.
quite
for sure.
interesting.
Yeah.
Noah was really good at that, too. I have a feeling since we're sending him home with one of those, he's going to get even better.
I know. And that's the thing is, I want to race that. I want to get one of those. So,
Jose, we can make that happen. Just got to go to Walmart.
all right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
let's
go
do
grab
it.
one.
Let's do it.
We'll do a little race.
I feel like that should always be our parting gift to your NASCAR Trackside Live. Who else out there needs one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely. Just sitting here listening to those two talk to each other and just watching them like pick on each other, it's so fun.
I know. It's going to
Yeah.
be fun to watch a little bit of the rivalry unfold on the track. But we still have lots more NASCAR Trackside Live for you today and tomorrow on Sunday. So make sure you guys tune into that show. It'll be here at the stage 12:30. Also live on NASCAR.com/Trackside Live. And remember, you can follow us on @NASCAR Trackside on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah, absolutely. We love to do giveaways there as well. And we love to shout you guys out. So make sure that you follow us. We'll give you a follow back. How you doing out there, NASCAR Trackside Live? What do you say we keep this show going?
Let's do it. Let's welcome out our next guest. If you would, please, a big round of applause for Tyler Reddick.
Hey, welcome.
I think it's on. How are you guys doing?
Hey, doing awesome.
Great
Good to see you,
you.
brother.
Sorry, I got my hands full
No
here.
worries. You got
There
some
you go.
stuff to give out for
I
the
do.
fans.
I got, I think everybody here is probably pretty hot, right? And is hopefully going to take a shower when you get home. So I got some t-shirts here, and I got some Tame the Beast Yop. So when you guys get back to the hotel, you can clean off and be smelling nice and fresh again for the night.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, and I got some t-shirts too.
And
So
some t-shirts.
Yeah, here,
So
we
you
can help
have
you
them,
out.
too.
We'll help you
We'll
out.
help you out. Yeah, for sure.
All right, you ready?
Thank you.
Where are we going? All the way back.
Where are you
Coming right
thinking?
there.
Nice. Nice. Oh, and those as well.
that didn't work. I was hoping it was going to ball up and go further than it did, but this stuff flies a little bit easier.
All right.
All right, here we go. I'll help you.
Yeah, we'll help you out. Again, thanks to Tame the Beast. And I was hoping you'd bring some body powder out here. It's a little sweaty out today. But here we go.
So you're just chucking it out there. All right, guys. Okay. I'm going to throw it to you. Watch your eyeballs, please. All right.
Come over here and join us. We can throw some more out in just a second.
There we go. Actually, I believe some of our crew might need some of those too, if you want to
Yeah.
save some for us.
We could all shower a little bit.
I love it. I love whenever everybody, it's like Christmas morning. Here you go. It's some for you. It's some for you. Everyone's going to smell so lovely tomorrow.
I know, really.
That's
All right. Tyler,
Hey,
come on back
get
over.
over here.
Oh, he's like really
There you
one.
go.
There you go. Good man.
Yeah, I didn't realize that those potentially could poke someone's eye out. So I was throwing them. People were trying to dodge them.
Yeah.
That's not good. Sorry, guys. But
No, everybody's
at least
safe.
everyone's going to have plenty of yap to get cleaned up with later.
You know what? I'm very thankful because now everybody will come back to our show tomorrow morning smelling very lovely.
Well, not just smelling lovely, but hopefully feeling freshened up. I know it's
Feeling fresh.
it's really hot out here today, so you got to really focus on just getting cleaned up afterwards. I know I will be. I'll be in a hot race car for most of this day and this afternoon, hopefully. But yeah, it's hot out here, man. You got to get cleaned up when you get out of this heat, and hopefully, smelling good, feeling better once the night comes in.
Yeah, for sure.
I got to go back to our show in Charlotte where you won the race. You came out to Trackside Live, and we all loaded up with squirt guns and just sprayed the crowd. It was
I do
such a
remember
fun
that.
moment. And
You got them again? Should we do it again? Do you have the squirt guns?
we don't have our squirt guns. We gave away fans this time so that they could stay cool.
Oh,
by
there you
fan.
go. Yeah. Well, you got the shade set in the perfect spot for these fans here as well. So that was a good move because it's hot out in the sunlight right now.
Yeah, for sure. But that was a lot of fun.
Oh yes.
We needed to just
that was a
travel
blast.
with squirt guns.
Yeah,
It's not
I
a bad
know, all
idea.
the time.
This time we brought our toy cars.
Yeah, on occasion we'll on some of the longer flights, some of us will bring Nerf guns and we'll mess around. And on some of the more early morning flights when everyone's kind of asleep, just like out of it, we just kind of shoot around with some Nerf guns on the airplane to keep ourselves entertained.
Yeah.
Yeah, how does that work? Because first of all, you can't take a Nerf gun through TSA. I know I've tried. Now,
Really? You can't?
No, you can't. Anything that looks like a gun, they don't allow.
Some of these Nerf guns don't look like guns. They're toys. But
But you guys, obviously, flying, as a team, how you guys just carry them with you, and then somebody pulls out a Nerf gun and starts firing Nerf darts around the inside of the plane?
yeah, it's on from there. But a lot of my guys kind of caught everyone off guard a few weeks ago when we did it once, and all the team we fly with, College Racing, all their guys went and got some, and it was pretty chaotic coming home one night. But it's kind of fun to just mess around. Our whole plane, we're a tight-knit group. We got the RCR guys, and we got the one colleague car, sometimes the two colleague entries, and we'll have a second entry every once in a while too. So everyone that's on that plane is in the RCR campus, and we all have a lot of fun. And it's not very jury. Sometimes when you get on an airplane, when you're flying commercially, you're next to somebody you don't know. They stink. You don't like them. You don't want to talk to them. But we're all in an airplane together as friends. We have a great time going to and from the racetrack.
Yeah, it's important because you guys do a lot of traveling, so it's good that you enjoy who you're traveling with.
Yeah, I mean, we came in Thursday night, but most times, we fly out Friday morning and we're flying home Saturday afternoon. We spend a lot of time going to and from the racetrack for sure on airplanes.
We actually saw you Thursday night out at Brendan Gaughan's charity bowling tournament.
Oh, did you?
It was so much fun. Did you have a good time?
I had fun. I'm not very good at bowling, so I'll just stick to race car driving for now. So, but it was a really cool event. It was an awesome experience for me. I was really enjoyed going out and doing it for Brendan Gaughan. He made a lot of money. It raised a lot of money for the charities. So it was really cool to take part in it and help make all that more possible.
It was, and we were talking to the other drivers, and we were actually on a team as well. It was such a cool event because the drivers were engaged. You guys had something to do. There were some folks having a few beverages as well, enjoying that. And it was also a time to raise money for Speedway Children's Charity. So it was just one of those events where everything kind of came together. So what did you score? Because we've all been sharing scores.
Oh, what did you score?
I shot a 126.
Oh, jeez. No,
I broke 100.
You got me. I normally can break 100, but of course, I had a really bad night bowling in front of a lot of people that could probably enjoy and poke fun at how bad I was. So I think I got an 83. Nothing memorable by any means, but what we were doing it for is much more important. So, I'll look past the score, and bowling's just not my thing. So I'm just doing it for a cause.
Don't want to be confined to one lane, huh? Is that
I
what
don't.
it is?
Yeah, you got to shoot down a lane. You got to hit. You got to put your ball in the right spot every single time.
Yeah.
The consistency part, I can see where having some of that in a race car would be good, but I like to move around, and that's not good on a bowling lane.
Yeah.
A bunch of the fans were telling me, they're like, Jose, make sure you tell the drivers, stick to your day jobs.
Yeah. Well,
It's like, okay.
if we spend as much time racing as some of those guys do bowling, we'd probably be pretty good at it too. But there is definitely an art. There's a skill to it, and some people just have it, and some people don't. I'm definitely one of the people that don't have it though.
Well, you do got some driving skills, that's for sure. And today you're looking to lock in the regular season title. What are you looking forward to getting into the race?
Probably turning on the fan for my helmet
Yeah.
as soon as the car gets started, because it's gonna be pretty hot in those cars. We have a little laser pointer heat
reader.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call it. I'm not very smart when it comes to that kind of stuff. It just measures heat. That's all I know. But the parts of our Tame the Beast Chevrolet that was wrapped black, the temperature, service temperature is 175 degrees, and I was only, at about 11:30 this morning when it was only outside in the heat for 30 minutes. So I hope it's somewhat covered right now until we get going racing, but that car is going to be really hot today, and that's just part of it when you're in this dry heat. Sun's beating down in the race cars. It's going to get really, really hot in those cars. It's going to feel like an oven for sure.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of the drivers have tips and tricks, like Kyle Busch likes putting ice and bags of ice in, and you got other drivers that wear the cool suits, with the liquid going through it, and other people are like, hey, just give me water. Fans, what are your tips and tricks for staying cool in a race car?
Well, it seems like the warmer I get, the more mad I get, and the faster I go. So I don't really like being too comfortable. But we have fresh air flowing through the helmet fan, the helmet blower system. We have ventilated seat inserts, so we have a seat fan that pumps air. It's pulling air from the very bottom of the cockpit of the car, so very hot air. It's moving air, so that's nice. But under caution, normally just take a drink of the water I have with me. I used to 2 bags of ice, but the more I've worked out, better shape I've gotten in. I haven't needed it for these shorter Xfinity races as compared to the Cup races, but a little bit last year when I wouldn't be feeling good. A bag of ice on your chest feels great, but you just got to make sure you don't get a massive bag of ice because it won't fit in your suit.
Yeah.
So you got to leave a little room right there for your suit to shove it in there, but bag of ice definitely helps on hot days like these.
What are you expecting from the track? It's looking pretty slick out there. Qualifying showed us a couple people were spinning out all over the place.
I know. Noah was just up here, and I wanted to give him a little bit of trouble for that because I was coming down pit road, cooling my car off. My lap is done. I'm looking at one of the ISM vision screens that we have on the front stretch here by the pit road, and I'm just going very casually, and I watch him spin out, and I'm like, oh man, he's gonna spin out on pit road, and we're just gonna hit the inside wall, and then it just clicks that I'm on pit road, and I look at my rearview mirror, and I see a bunch of smoke and a car coming at me really fast sideways, so I stood on the gas and accelerated away just to be safe. I think I would have ended up missing him anyways, but it was one of those moments where I felt pretty dumb for not realizing he's coming right towards me. It was just like, man, who's that guy that's like getting ready? It's like one of those deals where you're just watching like a car sitting on the train tracks, like, oh my gosh, the car's getting ready to get hit by a train. It's like, oh, I'm that guy in that car almost. It's one of those type of moments. So, yeah, I almost, I don't know. I think we were okay, but it would have been really bad to get caught up in that incident and, could have avoided it potentially.
Yeah, for sure. And then whenever people started backing up, I was like, what is happening right now? We have lost all order. It's all gone out the window because people were going forward, then people were backing up to go back into the garages. It was chaos.
Yeah, yesterday, just Jesse Iwuji spinning the same way pretty much Noah did. I was like, man, that was a crazy wreck. And then once it was all settled and done, I went out to see my pit stall and where he'd hit the wall and cracked it, and they had to put this big scorching hot metal plate over the top of is right before a pit stall. So hopefully it's out of the way enough to where, the over the wall guys on my team can avoid it. But nonetheless, it's just, one thing that could have potentially been in our pit stall right in the way, a scorching hot piece of metal holding together this concrete wall. So we got lucky there, but that's just, we've seen some crazy spins so far this weekend with this heat.
Yeah, it's been wild to watch, and I know it's going to be a great race for the fans. It also makes it a little more interesting for the drivers and teams. But speaking of interesting, people come to Vegas, and they like doing different, unique things, going to see a show, eating dinner somewhere, maybe having fun with the team or a sponsor. What are some of your favorite things to do when you come out to Vegas?
Well, normally I go try and look at the strip a little bit, do this and that, but with the heat, it's kind of hard for my girlfriend to get around. Obviously, she's not extremely pregnant. I think she's 24, 25 weeks, so the heat bothers her a little bit. In Charlotte, she almost passed out after we won. Obviously, it was an intense moment. It was hot, humid. And then on top of that, I've kind of not been feeling great, so I've been trying to stay out of the sun a little bit as much as I can. So normally go up the strip, hang out, get a view for the things, but this time around just kind of kept it a little conservative and just stayed at South Point and just get ready for this race this weekend.
Fantastic. And congratulations again, by the
thank
way.
you.
How's everything been going? Can you believe you're going to be a dad?
No,
Is it
I really
settled in
can't.
yet?
It's settled in. It's happening. I know it is. There's just so many things that you never think you're going to need or things you have to do, and just the whole process is really eye-opening. Already, the baby boy's not here yet, but I know it's already changed me a lot before he'll join us. But it's just been a crazy experience. There's a lot of new things that you think you understand or you have an idea for. It changes your perspective on things as well. So it's a good experience. I think it's been good for me ever since me and Alexa have known that she was pregnant. That's when I went on and won all these races. So maybe it's a little bit of added motivation to go out there and run a little bit better. So it's been a positive for me and her.
I love it. Congratulations
Thank you.
again. Yeah, absolutely.
That's wonderful. One thing, final thing, and this is something you got to be careful of as a dad. They don't tell you this, but when you become a dad, and I know my 2 daughters out there, Sophia and Olivia, they can attest to this. You start telling dad jokes.
No, it's already happening.
It just happens.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I used to have some really good jokes, and they've just it's done for. Yeah,
it's gone. So
I know. I don't know what happened. It just you wake up one day and all of a sudden you're not funny anymore. It's already happened.
I don't know what my excuse is, though. I have no idea.
You know what? You're going to do great, not only as being a dad, but also here on the racetrack. We're so thankful that you came out to NASCAR Trackside Live and hung out with us. You're welcome anytime.
Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with us. I appreciate
Fans,
it.
a big round of applause for Tyler Reddick.
Thank you.
Yes, and good luck tonight. Give it up
Thank you
for
very
one
much.
more time.
Hopefully no one got hurt from the Yelp packets I was throwing out there. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. How about it, fans? NASCAR Trackside Live will be right back here tomorrow. We'll see you all here, right? Fantastic. Go on and enjoy the Rhino Pro 300. Have a great night, NASCAR Trackside Live.